Do you have a child that stalls bedtime, that requests last minute things, who asks you to take water 3, 4, 5 times, who pretends to go to the bathroom, who just wanders around, who just drags their feet to go brush their teeth and start the bedtime routine? On this video, I'm going to share with you how I got to end bedtime stalling for my special needs son. Yes, I have a son. He has special needs. He has a lot of sensory needs, and he used to stall bedtime so much. But before we go there, hello, my name is Marcela Collier. I am a certified parenting coach and founder of HIC Parenting Education Agency. We have helped 14,151 parents bring peace to their parenting, break free from reactivity, and raise emotionally healthy children by helping them, guiding them through gaining understanding of their needs and their children's needs. That's parenting with understanding. If you want to gain that same understanding, this is the place for you. Subscribe to my YouTube channel and let's go with the topic of this video. So, my son would do anything to not stay in bed. All the way from I need to go to the potty, no, I need to go again, to no, but I think I have to go poo poo, and then him sitting on the toilet for a long time, and me already knowing, like, okay, I think he's just dragging it, he's stalling, it's not happening. That was that kind of behavior. What do your children do when they stall bedtime? Let me know in the comments. But that was my son. And then telling him, hey, you have 5 more minutes, and then putting the timer and saying, okay, the timer went off. Now we need to go to bed. That was not working. Yelling did not work. I mean, I don't know about yelling because I didn't yell, but I knew yelling wasn't going to work either, because as a parenting coach, I know that a stressed out brain cannot calm down and go to sleep. And I know from working with a lot of parents in coaching that a lot of the times our own reactivity, our own yelling, our own impulsivity keeps our children up, because melatonin doesn't work when our brains are stressed out. So what happens? I didn't yell at him, but I was just very confused that the positive strategies that I knew were not working. Until my husband, he kind of confronted me, and then he said, well, you're the parenting coach. If you have a parent of a special needs child or of a neurodivergent child coming to you telling you the same struggle, how would you guide them? And I'm like, sometimes it's so hard to guide yourself because you're in the thick of it. But once I put myself outside of my own situation and I started thinking about, okay, if I were one of the parents that I serve in coaching, what would I do? It clicked for me. The first thing that I do in coaching is digging underneath the behavior and seeing what the need is. Because underneath your child's bedtime stalling or any behavior, really, there is an underlying need. So I know my son has sensory needs because he even goes to therapy. He's been in therapy for it. He goes to feeding therapy for his sensory needs. He's been in occupational therapy because of his sensory needs. I have sensory needs. I'm neurodivergent. He is as well. So I'm sure, like I was almost sure it had to be related to his sensory needs. So I'm like, oh, Marcela, got it. That's why telling him, hey, you have 5 more minutes, let me set up the timer, was not working, because the timer does not meet sensory needs, if that makes sense. So one thing that I want to tell you, cookie cutter advice from social media, the timer is a great one, a cookie cutter advice that you get from social media does not work because it does not pertain to your child's particular need. Regardless if you have a neurodivergent child or not, all children have needs, and it's always a very particular need that is making your children do things such as stalling bedtime, right? For other clients, might be other things, might be separation anxiety. It might be the need for autonomy. It might be that the child doesn't feel safe in the bedroom, whatever. There is always a need. So in my case, he's a sensory child, and he's not just a sensory child. He's a sensory seeker. He seeks the sensory input. So it makes sense to me why he was trying to keep his body activated, and the mechanism that he found was to keep asking for things, to keep asking for the water that he already drank a little bit, to keep asking to go to the bathroom if he already went. He wanted to keep his body active to meet his sensory needs. So the second step that I go through with parents in coaching, once we unveil this particular need the child has, is how can we meet the need while we follow the routine, right? It's not about disrupting the routine to meet the need. It's about how can we marry both of them so the child's need is met and the routine goes along. My son is a sensory seeker. How can I meet his sensory seeking needs in bed? So I bought him a weighted blanket. By the way, I'm going to link it up somewhere here or in the product section if you want to get the one I have for my son. So weighted blankets, use it carefully, because don't leave your child under a weighted blanket all night. I don't recommend it. I would not do it with my child because it's a heavy thing, and if it covers their face, it could be dangerous, in my opinion. So, but I bought it just to settle him down. And every night he gets in bed, he puts his weighted blanket on, and that pressure just calms him down. And he's excited about getting under his weighted blanket. He's excited to go to bed right now. And guess what happened to the bedtime stalling? Because his need is met, then it went away. That's what happens when you use parenting with understanding. You raise an emotionally healthy child. You bring peace to your home. You break from reactivity cycles when you get really good at understanding what your children need and how to meet those needs, and marry those two within your routine. That's what we help parents do all the time in coaching. I wanted to show you the story of one of those parents who was dealing with a lot of meltdowns. And through coaching with me in HIC Parenting, this is what she found. You then coming to the Secure Parent Collective, what have you seen in your parenting? Less meltdowns. And she only had her first week of coaching in HIC Parenting. So if you want to get really great at understanding your children's needs, at raising emotionally healthy children, at becoming the parent you want to be, the secure, calm parent you want to be, I have an invitation for you. I have a free class where I share with you the methodology, the parenting with understanding methodology of needs, for you to gain really good at this, so you can raise a child who knows that their needs are met and who is fully connected to you. So if you want to access this free training, all you have to do is go to hicparenting.com or open the description of this YouTube video, and then the link is there. It is as well in all my socials at High Impact Club on TikTok and on Instagram. So the link is there. Sign up. It's free, and you can start raising your children from the understanding of their needs. If this video gave you clues of, okay, now I think I have the path towards ending this bedtime stalling. Could you please give me a thumbs up? And I want you to remember that it only takes understanding of your needs and of your children's needs to raise emotionally healthy children. That's parenting with understanding. You are doing great. And I'll see you next time. Bye.